Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. In this video, we're gonna talk about a report that I saw that I want to talk to you all about. I want to share with you guys what I came across because this media outlet, they have been trapped in a few lies recently, one of which is them basically telling the world that Rihanna has signed a agreement with Live Nation to go on tour 2024, and Live Nation had to come out and dismiss that, there was no such thing. Now, this report is saying that Ye and Bianca is planning to adopt that's basically it. Now, when I go through the article, it is coming from that very same tarot reader that says that, what she's saying is that Ye and Bianca's silence is basically their resilience. They have quite a few project plans for the next 2 to 3 years. They'll be doing fashion collaboration together and a lot of other things, including food. They'll be working with other people, they'll be traveling, and they'll be adapting abroad, right? Now, the adopting was used in general because oftentimes they do this when they want to stir up some kind of mischief and controversy to get their article to sell. So they're not directly saying Ye and Bianca will be adopting kids, but when they leave it like adopting like that, it is because they want to leave it on the impression of people that Ye and Bianca will be adopting a child. Now, I'm not going to say it's not in their future, but I do believe that Ye and Bianca, as I was saying to you guys, they do have plans to have kids. And I said that they are very close to their anniversary. But when we look at everything that we have been hearing, seeing that Ye has been doing in terms of, the trademark license that he has been obtaining and the different categories that he has filed for them under, you can tell that they definitely have things working on, and their silence is more than resilience. You can tell that they're being tactful. You can tell that they're busy. Even when they're out of sight, they are focused on brand creativity because we're talking about two artists. The media outlets have given the people the impression that Bianca is being treated like a slave. And this is where Bianca is going to shock the world because when they launch, people are going to see that Bianca is pretty dominant, even more dominant than the man that they are accusing of dominating her. That part is going to shock the world because these projects will be led by her. They will see her standing in the forefront, and you will just be in the background like an observer. And it's going to totally rock people and shock people off their feet. And when she comes out to speak, people are not going to even understand. And then they're going to start switch the narratives again and say Ye is a clone. But the reality is, this has always been their relationship because Ye realized that Bianca is very smart, wise beyond her years, very tactful, business sense, business knowledge. She is that complete package. Remember, he just didn't marry her for one thing. He married her because she is that complete package. She's that woman that he has always been thirsting for, that educated woman, well rounded, very smart, one who challenges him consistently. And when people are going to get to see that shortly, and people are not ready for that because they have already been telling the world that she is treated like a slave. So just be prepared to be shocked. Um, and that's what I'm going to tell you guys. So, with this article, saying that, this tarot reader saying they're going to adapt from abroad and all of that. When they use the adaption or adapt, it could be like adapt ways of doing things. Because if you notice, there's so many lawsuits that is hitting Ye because they really don't want Ye in America. And they really want this mandate, to be quite honest. It's just plain straight. Ain't no sense beating around the bush about it at this point. They want him deleted because he exposed something that, they know that is going to become problematic to them, because how dare you open people's eyes to what everyone else has been afraid to talk about? Like, how dare you open the world eyes? Now you're going to have the world watching us, and we didn't want that, right? So they hate him, right? And we know so far that many of them are not for peace. We can see that many of them are just plain out for war, right? So they're going to consistently try to attack him, but he's going to overcome because he's being guided. His steps, they're being ordained. And this is just, do you know how some people keep having challenges and you're like, oh my God, I don't know how that person keeps having bad luck, but sometimes it's their, do you know how the Bible say you have to go through the fire? So it is just his journey. His steps has been ordained. This is what he was meant to do. And all you have to do, guys, is just pray for his strength and trust the process, because he's going to come out on top victorious. They're not going to conquer him. They are going to be shocked. They are going to be like bewildered beyond their wildest imagination why they could not take him down, right? So just be prepared for that. In terms of the adoption, they're not going to adopt a child, because in this day and age, not saying that they would never, because chances are they may go somewhere, they may see a child based on the child's story, they may fall in love with this child and decide they want to help this child out. And as such, adoption would be the best thing to help this child. But when they use the word adopt, they're talking about ways of doing things. They're going to do things, you know, we know Ye, he does things differently. So just saying that he's going to adopt, it's just Ye is going to be Ye. But the person that is about to shock the world in all of this is the woman who the media has been, portraying, to be this weak, desperate individual. People are going to see that she's neither weak nor desperate, but she is a force to be reckoned with. And people are not going to be ready once this woman rises up. So remember that you all heard it here first. But the adoption, it was just used in general terms. It doesn't mean kids. I think they're talking about the way of doing things. Because I don't see nor Bianca adopting. They're very young, and there are options available to having kids. Surrogacy is the number one route if, say for, Bianca doesn't want to get pregnant because she has a busy schedule, or if she's unable to conceive or challenges to conceive, God forbid, right? God forbid. But just saying, surrogacy is an option before adoption. So I think the last road they're going to take is the adoption. I think they would more explore surrogacy and then the adoption route. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts, and while you're at it, show you guys some love, and see you all later. Bye, guys.